From Lionel Messi being sent off in his first match for Argentina, to Mbappe doing what his idol Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't do in his first match for Real Madrid, these are the top 10 craziest debuts in football. At number 10 was one of the most anticipated and iconic debuts in Premier League history. See, in 2021, 12 years after he left Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Old Trafford in a record-breaking transfer. The news of Ronaldo's second spell at Man United smashed records across social media, and after he was given his iconic number 7 shirt, everyone was eager to see the man make his second debut, and he would prove again why he's the GOAT.
We've missed it! We've been waiting 12 years for this, so drink it in. Ronnie's back. He's gone 40 yards, he finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo reclaims his stage.
Ronaldo marked his return in style by scoring the first 2 goals in a 4-1 victory over Newcastle United and gave Manchester United fans a taste of his iconic Sue celebration. See, like in the Premier League, where there is a bitter Manchester rivalry between Manchester City and Manchester United, the MLS has its own version of the Los Angeles rivalry between LA Galaxy and Los Angeles FC. Iconically, Zlatan would make his debut in the first ever edition of the Los Angeles Derby. His side were 3-1 down until the coach decided to unleash the Lion himself. 2 minutes after he stepped into the pitch, LA Galaxy pulls 1 goal back, but that was just the beginning. What would follow next was one of the best goals ever scored in MLS history by Zlatan for the equalizer.
It's going to fall for Ibrahimovic! Oh, come on! Come on!
A stunning volley from over 40 yards out. And when everyone thought the first ever LA Derby would end in a draw, Zlatan stepped up with this injury time winner.
Cross Ibrahimovic! Oh, are you serious?
He literally won the game for LA Galaxy, proving his worth as one of the greatest forwards in football. And if you talk about the greatest strikers to ever grace the beautiful game, then you cannot help but mention O Fenomeno. See, in 2002, De Lima Ronaldo was the best player in the world. Dude had just won the World Cup with Brazil, where he scored 8 goals to win the Golden Boot. Therefore, when Real Madrid paid 46 million euros to bring him to the Santiago Bernabeu, everyone was eager to see how he would perform in a team. Well, Ronaldo did not fail to live up to the billing, as he opened his Real Madrid account just 61 seconds after coming into the pitch. O Fenomeno bagged a brace on his debut and would go on to score 23 goals at the end of the season, helping Real to the La Liga. That year, he also won the FIFA World Best Player and Ballon d'Or. Talking about the Ballon d'Or, no one has won it more times than this man, Lionel Messi. Messi is regarded as the greatest footballer ever to wear the Argentina jersey after the legendary Diego Maradona. The Argentine wizard has won virtually all trophies for his country and is his nation's all-time goal scorer. But it may surprise you to know that Messi's career with the national team began with a nightmare that left him in tears. The year was 2005, and Messi had just led Argentina to win the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. His heroics earned him a first call up to the national team. However, just 2 minutes after coming on against Hungary, this happened. Messi was handed a straight red card for an elbow to a Hungarian player, and in a twinkle of an eye, what was meant to be a historic day turned into a nightmare. The then 18-year-old dashed down the tunnel and was later found by officials weeping in the dressing room after his sending off. At number 6 is one of the craziest debuts in the history of Bundesliga. See, Dortmund were trailing 3-1 against Augsburg with 55 minutes gone. Then comes Erling Haaland for his debut, and this happened. The Viking Lord literally scored a hat trick with his first 3 shots of the game, propelling his team to a 5-3 comeback in his first taste of German football. By the end of his stay in Germany, Haaland scored a staggering 86 goals in 89 games for Borussia Dortmund, the hallmark of a born goal scorer. Now it's down to the top 5, and the following debuts are as crazy as you can think of. But let's begin the countdown with the tale of an 18-year-old English boy who went on to become Manchester United's all-time goal scorer. In 2004, Wayne Rooney was the hottest player in English football. The then 18-year-old had showed immense talent with Everton, and after 2 seasons joined Manchester United for $27 million, the highest transfer fee ever paid for a player under the age of 20. Well, Rooney would prove to everyone that his performance with Everton was not a fluke by dishing out a man-of-the-match performance in his first game in United colours. And he did it on the biggest stage by doing this.
Real chance for a debut goal! Piece of skill, and then he goes for goal! Oh! It is Rooney then. Oh! Simply sensational!
2 beautiful goals and a free kick for a hat trick on your Champions League debut marked the start of an illustrious Manchester United career for Waza. One man, however, who did not have a memorable Premier League career is former Arsenal and Ivory Coast winger Gervinho. Gervinho joined the Gunners in 2011 from French club Lille. In his first outing for the Gunners, the African star scored a 15-minute brace in preseason. He was all set for the season proper, and Arsene Wenger was set to unleash his new weapon in the Premier League. However, Gervinho would have one of the worst debuts by any Arsenal player ever. 76 minutes into the first game of the season versus Newcastle, the Ivorian made the biggest mistake of his Arsenal career. Who dares go into a scuffle with one of the EPL's most notorious players, Joey Barton? Well, Gervinho did, and ended up ruining his debut with a 3-match suspension. Well, the reverse was the case for Italian legendary goalkeeper Gigi Buffon, who earned himself 7 more games following a memorable debut in the Italian Serie A. The year was 1995, and AC Milan was conquering teams both in Italy and on the continent. Don Carlo Ancelotti's side boasted of Baggio and Way, 2 of the deadliest strikers in Europe, and were tearing up the opposition net with goals. But they were stunned by a mere young goalkeeper who was just making his debut when they faced Parma that season. Buffon put up saves upon saves to help his side secure a precious goalless draw against AC Milan. At the end of this game, it was clear that Italian football had found a new gem in between the sticks, and the rest, as they say, is history. Well, creating football history is one thing Lionel Messi is fond of doing, because at number 2, the Argentine produced one of the craziest debut performances that made the whole stadium go wild in celebration of his magic. See, in 2023, Lionel Messi finally bade goodbye to European football when he signed for MLS side Inter Miami. The 8-time Ballon d'Or winner had mouth-watering offers from the Saudi League, but chose instead to sign for David Beckham's Inter Miami side. The stage was set for Messi's debut against Mexican side Cruz Azul, and the stadium was graced with top sports personalities like LeBron James, Serena Williams, and a host of other American celebrities. The game began, and Inter Miami took the lead through Robert Taylor. However, Cruz Azul got the equalizer in the 75th minute. The game looked to be heading for a draw, but Cruz Azul made a big mistake by bringing Messi down just outside the box in the final seconds of the game. With just seconds remaining in the match and all eyes locked on him, Messi did this.
Messi!
The Argentine produced one of his trademark free kicks to win the game for Inter Miami with the last kick of the game. Messi's goal on the night was so crazy that it left David Beckham almost in tears after the final whistle. To be honest, as soon as I saw the free kick given, I thought this is the way it's meant to end, Beckham confessed. Finally, we make it down to the number 1 debut on our list, which involves Real Madrid's latest Galactico, Kylian Mbappe. The French international achieved one of his childhood dreams when he signed for Real Madrid, just like his idol Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe was also given a replica presentation at the Bernabeu, just like CR7, leaving everyone in anticipation of whether he would be able to match the milestones of his idol at the club. See, when Ronaldo signed for Real Madrid in 2009, he scored on his debut in the La Liga, but failed to win a trophy in his first season at the club. This was the first major challenge for Mbappe when he made his debut against Atlanta at the UEFA Super Cup. To score and win a trophy for Los Blancos on his debut, and he gladly accepted the challenge by doing this.
It's Mbappe coming on and scoring!
Madrid's latest Galactico marked his debut by achieving a milestone that even Cristiano Ronaldo cannot boast of. Yeah, it doesn't get any crazier than that, marking your debut with a goal and a trophy. But do you know, Mbappe also holds the record for one of the fastest goals ever scored in football? If you want to know more about that, then check out this clip of the 10 fastest goals ever scored in football history.